right?
Yeah, 20 minutes per side.
I'll match you.
Yep, just give me a second. Just want to open up Twitch chat so I can see, so I can read it. You can open it up too if you want to like interact with people in chat.
TWL98.
What?
Why does it say TWL98?
Doesn't say
The new
TW.
words are on ISE, right?
What?
It says TWL98. Is that right?
That's definitely not right. But what?
Why does it say TWL98? Why is that?
Doesn't say
The new
TW.
words going on, right?
What?
Did you have to like pay on ISE to use the new words or some shit?
No, it's the correct dictionary. I'll match you the correct dictionary. Just give me a second. Don't worry.
But the point is that I should have a drop down. I should have a drop down option to play TWL 2006 or 2000 whatever.
It always says TWL like 3 or like 4 or whatever.
I'm so confused now.
Don't worry about it. It's the correct dictionary. I promise. It's been the correct dictionary for.
I'm not worried that we're gonna have a problem during the game. I'm worried why my ISC doesn't display the new words.
But anyway, we're live. How you doing, Joey?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good. This is usually the part where I interview people.
Yeah.
Yep. So you want to tell everyone in the stream a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 21 years old. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm sitting in the dark playing Scrabble with Bnjy and watching basketball because it's opening night in the NBA.
All right, we'll keep it at that. So I'm gonna send you a message.
Also, I just checked a new word on IC, and apparently TWL98 is the equivalent of OTCWL14.
All right, I sent you a match.
Why is it unrated?
Just because I could technically like, just because either of us could technically cheat if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Hang on, popping out chat. Well, that's a pretty good start.
So do I message my current rack to you now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I should turn the computer screen around.
I'm about to message you my rack.
Yep. My rack is a lot less strong than the one that Joey just had. I'll be happy to even actually make a play with this rack, I think. I can't even play this word, unfortunately. Oh, here's a reasonable play. This has to be correct. It's usually more interesting if you talk through some of your decisions, just so people could get a sense of what you're thinking.
Yeah, just my options here. I don't even know like what my first play would be. I'm thinking of playing Cicala.
Well, don't tell me, because if you're going to tell me, you should tell me in the chat.
Wait, but how am I supposed to talk about it if we're on video chat?
Just carefully, like you would in like a consultation game.
Okay.
The answer is very carefully.
Yeah.
Not a perfect system, but I've made it work so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sort of out of the fire and into the frying pan here. Now I have to exchange, unfortunately. Just gonna throw 5 back. Well, yeah, it's fine.
So yeah, I'm looking for bingos right now, but I don't think I have one immediately off first look. But I want to look more, obviously. Hmm. So you can see exactly how many people are watching right now.
Um, yeah, we have 4 people on right now. I assume that number's gonna go up as the stream
Can you
continues.
see like who it is, or just that
Nah,
4 people?
you don't have to. You don't have to make a username to actually watch. You just have to. You only have to make a username if you want to chat, and then I'll see who's who in the chat.
Hmm. My phone's about to die, so I got to relocate real quick. So we're relocating after I watch this play. Kyrie Irving up and under, nice, nice.
So Joey made quite an acidic play. I think I'm just going to play this, and I just need to score some points this turn. I'm already down almost 100.
Good to play that.
Not crazy about burning my ass, but
It says it's reserving a slot. It must be a full room.
All right. Oh crap! It's my turn. Sorry. My phone might die, but I'll be back soon if it does.
oh, you're doing this all from your phone?
What?
Never mind.
This is my phone, but I'm playing ISC on my laptop.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, 1 second. So my last play blocked a really high-scoring bingo I would have this turn. I don't know if anyone watching sees it, but if they do, they probably know what I'm talking about. It ends with an E. So yeah, I'll just look for my best play now that I've blocked my own good play.
Oh.
Hmm. I'm going to go ahead and play this because it's somewhat defensive, and the two-letter leave is pretty good. And I don't have a great scoring play, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this and save 2 good letters. And now I'm going to go to my car and get my charger, and hopefully my phone doesn't die. I'll be right back.
Well, it's just the Bnjys for a little while. I'm gonna play my obvious bingo. Gotta make sure. Oh, I can play it over here. It's probably more points. Yeah, I think the 5 more points is worth it to play R in the triple line. Especially since well, this will put me up a little bit, so I'm just gonna go for it. Joey's gonna have a nice surprise to come back to. Hopefully, it will be very traumatic for him. And hopefully he doesn't do something like play Quartize. Just the Benjys. If anyone in the chat has any questions for Benji, let me know. Well, that play's gonna be a thorn in my side. Welcome back, Joey. Can you hear me? I assume he just like made his play while he was walking to his car. This is what I see that scores reasonably. I'm not crazy about what it opens, but yeah, I guess Joey dropped off. Okay, that's a valid word. Alright, kid, don't play this one because it's not a valid word. Alright, hopefully this will weaken Joey's winning chances. gonna check Facebook quickly, see if I could call Joey back. Okay, so this is 30. It's probably gonna end up being my play. I like it better than just doing this. Though this is also very reasonable. Kind of do want to get rid of the V if I can. I can talk freely now that Joey's gone, actually. You can't hear me. So... yeah, right now I'm liking Vex a little bit better than XU. XU doesn't really do that much. This closes off a quadrant of the board. It's going to be impossible for him to bingo from EX because it doesn't take any hooks. You would have to play from the K if you wanted to open up that half of the board now. So yeah, I'm just going to play this. Sorry for the silence. I'm actually just thinking about my next play. It's a lot more exciting when there are two people on the stream. Okay, it looks like Joey's back, so... Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, I've been back for a little bit, but
Yeah, I'm just gonna get you back set up again.
how many people are watching the feed now?
We got 7.
Wow.
Gotta remember where yeah.
Did you post on Facebook that we're live?
Yeah.
I figured you did that much.
Just gotta re-add you to the... I posted in like 4 different places.
I didn't look for a particular. I was wondering.
No. I always just post in like... I always just make my round before I go live. Alright, so Joey's back. So at least I'll have someone to talk to. I should probably have this.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening to me right now, that was an interesting move. I didn't burn the Q. Yes, Bnjy, I have the Q. But I just kind of figure, I'll take points and a chance at drawing you rather than burn the Q for such little points.
All right, I'll do my best to not take advantage of the fact that I know that you have the Q.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really you can do about that. I mean, at this point, I mean, if it was like, if there's less tiles in the bag, I wouldn't have said that, But there's a lot of tiles left.
Yeah. This is a play I'm looking at right now. It scores reasonably. I can't really close off the board really well without scoring fewer than like 10 points. Without scoring more than 10 points, so. I'm just going to stick to my guns and play it.
Huh?
Well, the shocker. I had no idea that you had the Q.
Huh.
Alright, so. This is a play I see off the top of my head. This word, which I just amazingly recently learned does not take an S. I should have known this for years, but I didn't, so.
So, I don't think I have any bingos to the triple, but I see ring toss at least. So basically here, I have to hope to draw well because even though I'm going to bingo, it's going to be roughly tied and it's going to be his turn. So yeah, I'm going to just have to hope to draw well, or rather hope that he doesn't draw well. Because I can't really not bingo this turn. I could play was WAS. I could do that actually. So if I play was, that's 35. That's not terrible. And there's still two big ones open. Now on the counter, he doesn't actually have any potential big plays at 0-1, so it's not a big deal if I play there because there's no C for the hook for chick.
Made sure of that.
Yeah. I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to do this.
Okay. If you thought I didn't have any big plays, you just kidded yourself.
Well, and in this case, I drew as poorly as I possibly could have. I drew 3 consonants into 3 consonants.
Sucks
But I
to
can
suck.
still win this game. Kind of. I don't know. Maybe not. It all went downhill when I blocked Simon Eyes for 100 and whatever.
It usually does.
I had Amina leaving SZ because I didn't really have any scoring plays. So I was like, okay, SZ is pretty good lead. And I don't know, something about Amina looked like a Gibson kind of play, just the way it makes the board look. But I guess I shouldn't act like I know how to play like David Gibson.
I think Vex was a very Gibson play.
You see Vex?
Yeah, it just killed the top half of the board.
I mean, you had to X. I mean, you can't really say that. That was strategic. You were scoring points.
Yeah, I was actually deciding between that and XU at 6E, but Vex was the obvious play, but it's still a Gibson-looking play.
Wow.
People are asking why you didn't bingo.
I don't know. I didn't see bingo.
No, unless when you played was, they're just asking for like a little bit more.
You said what?
People are just asking for a little bit more of an explanation for the term where you played was instead of your bingo.
Oh well, I'm leaving GNR blank. So if I draw like any vowel, I'm pretty much gonna bingo. But I drew no vowels. So I'm sorry. I drew 3 consonants. Because if I'm scoring 35, leaving the blank, then that's a good thing. Because there's 2 big bingo lanes open that will be easy to hit. The T at the top, and then the A hook and Soja. That's a big lane.
Okay.
So I'll bingo out, it looks like, but not going to be enough.
I would hope not. That would be a lot of points.
So Seth Lipkin will not get any money today.
Poor Seth. You'll have to sell for... Well, I guess it depends what other people want to do for charities. Bnjy will not be spending any money today, except for the money he already spent on random things, because he paid for things like an adult.
I'm actually not. Oh, wait a second. I was looking at bingos through the D and E, but I have this.
Yeah. I don't play Magic the Gathering anymore, actually. Yeah, you have to go 3-0 to win money for charity. You're the only person to do it so far, Jackson. Remember how I donated $25? It's now up to 65. Or was it 60?
You want to match me?
Yeah. All right, Joey and I are gonna start another. I think he's in a little bit of a rush to get to some basketball, but
No, I mean, I just. What do you want to take a break for?
no reason, just to like chat and stuff. But
Yeah, I mean, I like to kibitz, like in real life.
fair enough. I don't actually know that word, but it sounds good. I know Scrabble players love this type of word. Will was gracious enough to show his on this stream. I don't think Joey has any of those though. Um, I think I just have to score something here though. I'd rather score 20 and leave a little bit worse than score just like nothing, score 12 and leave and just draw 6 tiles. Doesn't really seem to be what I want to be doing right now. So I'm just gonna play this. Well,
So I think I have a bingo,
well, I hope
but
it gives
I'm
me
gonna
something
look
good
for.
back.
I don't think I have one through the K or the R. I feel like I have one through the E, but I'm not seeing it. All right. Well, I'll play the only one I see.
That doesn't give me anything back. Thanks, Joey.
Sorry. I'll be more of a gentleman next time.
Alright. Uh, yeah, this is not good. Maybe well, I don't think. I think draws of ZT usually go pretty poorly no matter what.
Yeah, pretty much.
So speaking of coffee pasta, I'm probably just going to play ZD somewhere, but that doesn't even help me really. I'm basically in the exact same predicament as I was last turn, except now he's up a bingo. I don't really think I have a choice though. I don't think this Z is really getting any better. So, coffee pasta away.
Okay. So I don't have a triple triple or a bingo, I don't think.
I am very close to having a triple triple on my rack. I imagine you're going to take that spot.
Yeah, probably. I think here I don't really have any other decent scoring plays, so
Everyone is saying hi to Conrad because you played Dechronic.
yeah. Dude, I cannot believe what I'm reading right now on my screen. Oh my god. It's not related to Scrabble at all.
What are you reading?
That's wow. Wow, wow, wow. I hope that the crowd agree with my play. I didn't see what else I would play necessarily, but maybe I missed something.
Yep, I'm going to continue to do nothing, so do not worry. If you're worried about me doing something, then don't be. I'm probably just gonna play ZD again. Actual coffee pasta. I think I think now I mentioned the coffee pasta, I really just have to.
Okay, I don't think I have any 5 out of 8, so I'm just going to take the points here.
What a boosh bag.
I haven't played that word in so long. I don't think there's any amount of Scrabble games you can play to ensure that you play every single word ever, like the 2 straights.
It's like monkeys with typewriters. If you give monkeys enough typewriters, they'll eventually write Shakespeare. But if you give me infinite Scrabble games, I'll still not play all the words because I don't know them all.
Yeah, it's hard to remember all of them, but if you try enough, you'll get it.
Including the 15s.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'm not really playing very many words this game. Right now, it's basically just Tanker and ZD. And it. It's literally all I've played this game. This turn is not really looking to be that much better.
How many viewers we got now?
Let me see. 7.
We need to get that in double figures.
Yeah, we do.
I guess people just don't like me, so they're not tuning in.
Who knows? Like, it could be... It's random. Alright, I'm just gonna play this and be glad I don't have to give any of it away today.
Okay, so I don't have a bingo that I see, but I have some good letters, so I can probably make some points here. Just looking around a little bit before I make my play. I think I know what I'm going to play. I want to give it another good look first. Yeah. I'm going to take my points here. I hate not taking the H1 spot, but this is a lot of points and takes out the S, so I'm going to do this.
Okay, now I'm kind of doing something, but I'm still in a lot of trouble.
And I have a bingo, so Bnjy is about to be sad.
Alright,
In fact, I think I have a double-double.
Wow. Just play it already, Bo.
I don't see the double-double yet, but I can't see how there wouldn't be one.
Well, I'm gonna bingo too, so... Actually, I don't even know if this is a word. No, I'm not gonna bingo. This isn't a word.
Maybe I don't have a double-double. Darn it. No, that doesn't fit. Nope, okay.
I'm probably gonna play it anyways, even though it's not a word, because I'm really desperate now. It might be a word, I don't...
Well, I hope I don't give you a triple. I'll say that much, because I might have only one. I only see one bingo right now, and I guess I might have to play that. That's all I see. Yeah, that's all I see. Okay.
I'm not even gonna play this, because even if it goes down, I'm not gonna win. You know, I'm probably just gonna play it just because I don't have any good plays. Have fun challenging this off. No, it's not a word. It's just not a word.
Probably not, but you never know.
It's
I might just let it
absolutely not a
go.
word.
Didn't help my case that you already said that you think it's a phony. You could just be bluffing, you know.
It could be, but
But there's a chance that I just know whether it's a word or not. Straight
you
up.
you will know whether it's a word or not. Unfortunately,
You'd be surprised with me, man. I would be surprised. But I'm generally okay at words.
I think I'm just gonna fold here.
Huh. Okay, well,
Do we know what the fun count is at yet?
the what?
The pun count?
By who, you?
Yeah. You haven't
I
made
don't
any
know.
puns yet. You should get on that.
No.
All right.
Hey, crowd, I want to see if anyone's listening. I think midcap doesn't take an S, but I think midcap is a word. So if someone could, like, tell me if that's true, that'd be awesome. And I'll also know that you guys are listening to what I'm saying.
Or maybe they'll just ignore you to troll.
Yeah, that's fine, too.
someone wants to look up mid-cap, then go for it. Otherwise, I might just do it. Because this game is so over. You are correct, sir.
Yay! I'll take my chances that he doesn't triple with the F in that position.
Man, you really like playing F's in triple lanes. Alright. I'm just kind of on autopilot at this point. I'm not winning this game.
Not with that attitude, you won't.
No, I won't.
You sound like Joel Horn.
Thanks.
That wasn't a compliment.
Thanks.
I hate that guy. I embarrassed him so hard at a tournament.
I know. I try not to get into like talking down other players on stream, just to let you know.
But it's Joel. I mean, everyone does that with him. I thought about it before I said it. I mean, but it's Joel. He is not one redeeming quality.
Ouch.
Yeah. And those are not my words. I stole that quote from someone in the context they were talking about him, though. What if he was watching this? Do you think he'd be sad?
I just try not to get into like other players. You never know who's watching.
Yeah.
Plus, if I get on about other players, I might not stop. That's the real danger for me. All right, I think I have a bingo here.
Ah. Nice. Nice.
Do you think Joel would have found that?
Maybe. Nice, nice. Okay.
Ouch, jeez. It probably helps that Mike Jasko played Parabola on the stream recently. Yeah, it takes
Wow.
an A in Collins.
In the back or front?
Front, Parabola.
A parabola?
No, an E, sorry. Parabola, like after the A.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's also TWL. Parabola.
Yeah, that's new.
Josh, I think Bnjy should not be encouraging Joey to shoot his mouth off. Wow, Dachronic is phony.
Are you kidding me?
No, I've been pointing out in chat.
Wait a second. What's the word in there? There's definitely a word in there.
Yeah,
What
I
is
think
it?
there is a word in there.
Well, you just
Draconic, jeez.
It's draconic. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's really bad by both of us.
Well, Conrad must have had me confused somehow, because I think I've seen that word in the context of Conrad.
If he was watching the stream, I'm sure he was just screaming at his computer screen.
I'm 100% sure he wasn't watching.
He might be. He's watched this in the past.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. You never know. It's all Conrad's fault, though. Let's go grab my drink.
Draconic. Wow. Yeah, I play phonies like that because not because I intentionally play them, I just mistype them and then misremember because I have a bad habit of just typing autopiloting or whatever when I do airlift. So I'll remember things incorrectly just because I typed it, even though that wasn't the correct response. So the game is over, the first game of the night. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won by 29 points.
Nice.
And poor Knicks got thrashed. Thrashed, rather.
Thrashed.
Challenge, yeah.
All right. Let's finish this up. All right. I have to go second again. Jeez. I'm so unlucky.
Wait, why did you say we have it unrated again? I can't remember.
Just because like the potential for cheating. It's clear that way.
Potential for cheating.
I could look at your rack and you could look at my stream. If you really wanted to.
But that would defeat the purpose of me agreeing to do this.
Yeah, I know. It's not like a huge reason. Like,
I mean, all these games with your friends, right?
yeah.
Or acquaintances at the very least.
I could have it rated if I really wanted to, but
Obviously, I don't really care about IC rating. It's just like...
yeah, me neither. That's the other reason. Like, it just doesn't matter. All right, so I have two very reasonable plays here. I think I like this one a little bit better. I really just don't want to be holding onto the V unless I really need to. The other one keeps a vowel and it doesn't give back easy points, but this one just leaves a little bit better.
Wow. Okay, so I don't think I have a bingo, even after all those letters just opened up. I think that the J, A... Oh, wow, the V bingo that you might see doesn't fit. It barely doesn't fit. And I don't think there's an anagram of it, so... And the R... Yeah, I don't see anything. So... I'm moving on from bingo opportunities. I'll go ahead and play this because it scores and it takes out the J spot that he can easily overlap for like 35. I think it's crucial to leave also 2 vowels and 2 consonants rather than 3 vowels and 2 consonants. That's a big point there too.
All right, so Joey's going to go on a pilgrimage with that play.
Huh?
That's what a Hodge is, a pilgrimage.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to make this play. You could all give me glowing reviews about this one in the chat. I could play on the other side, actually. In case you couldn't tell, I'm going to play the word glow. I just have to figure out whether I want to play it at F9 or F7. I don't think it really matters that much, but who knows? It could decide the entire game. The rest of the game could just hinge on this one small decision.
That is unfortunately the case too often at the time. It doesn't feel like it at the time, but yeah.
I'm just going to keep typing them in, typing it in one place, deleting it, and typing it back in the other. I think I'm going to play it here. If Joey bingos, it at least leaves me a lane.
Well, I'm gonna bingo, so that was okay logic, I guess. But I'm about to really crap on the board, so I hope your bingo fits, kind of. Just to clarify that I haven't been doing it wrong the whole time. I'm supposed to message you on ISC my racks, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
All right, cool.
I did not draw bingo letters, unfortunately. And I have to keep an unbound sleeve this turn, I think, just because I need to score some points.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I don't have a bingo. I have good letters though, so let's see what kind of points I can score. So he just burned a T. Really, there's no good way to infer that he didn't leave a T or did leave a T, but the fact that he just played one means it's more likely than it would be if he didn't, I suppose. So with 4 unseen Ts, I'm going to do this. Not because it's 4 unseen Ts. I mean, that's a good amount of Ts, but there's so many tiles in the bag that 4 out of 80 or whatever, 70 doesn't
Well,
mean
I
as
do
lucky.
have a T, but unfortunately, I don't have a consonant. Or a vowel, rather. I think I just need to keep scoring. Um, it's not unlikely that Joey has a T. I feel like he must if he's playing something like that. He wouldn't play something like that if he was behind and... Thanks, Josh.
No, I think I would. I would play. I'm subject to play anything at any time, honestly.
Yeah, Josh was hoping for an in-depth Joey interview.
I'm down for whatever that'll please Josh.
Okay, so that's all we needed to get some information out of Josh. So I'll do my best to interview you after this. He also said a little bit under the weather, Bnjy, which, according to the chat, seems a little bit true. I mean, I'm just going on as myself every day. Like, this is who I am. This is what you see. So Joey, I would say, most of the time has a T. Um, just because he's ahead so many points that there's no reason to play that over something like EX at I-10. So I'm just going to get crushed here, it looks like.
So I can bingo for 71,
So I guess you didn't have the T.
or I can play B smut for 53,
Okay.
not opening a triple. So actually, it's 18 more points to bingo, but keeps the board more closed, takes a T spot. It's kind of close, I think, but I'm going to do it because I'm going with my gut.
And I drew garbage again. I wish these last... I wish these games were a little bit more interesting. Like, none of them have really been close.
Yeah, I mean, endgames are requiring of thought. So do you know, like, the approach for the interview that Josh is looking for?
I'm just going to have Chad ask you some questions, I think. Since I'm clearly just feeling under the weather. Um, I'm just going to make this desperation play opening the board now.
Okay. So I don't have terrible letters. I mean, I have a W and a U, but I can score points, so there's that.
Alright, so Chad, if you have any questions for Joey, just shoot. Also, if you have any questions for me, shoot.
This is a scenario where I wish I knew the words like cold, but I don't.
If you have any
I'm.
serious questions for Joey, then shoot.
Oh wait, I have an 80. Okay, I can play that then. Okay, perfect. So this is, I think, the obvious play. Just clogs the board up and scores points. Oh wait, darn it.
Okay, that's a better question, Josh. Do you want the serious question or the non-serious question, Joey?
Both
All right. Which do you want first?
surprise me.
All right. When did you start living in your car?
Um, I guess like September 2015.
Okay.
But I've never really full time lived in my car. I've just kind of like lived out of it. So like I'll crash wherever. But like now I have an apartment. But like before I lived in this house, sort of. Eventually I moved out. But yeah, for like 6 months I was kind of in between. I've never like slept in my car for more than like 3 or 4 hours. But I don't go to Scrabble tournaments and stay in my car. I've never actually done that. Maybe one time I'll do it.
You've
For the
never just
sake.
gone the full winter.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit unnecessary because it just is.
Yeah, there's always gonna be a cheap place to stay. All right, time for the serious question. What's your best after hours story?
I don't know. I'm not cool, so I don't really have any.
You have to have something.
After hours, oh god. I mean, I've played 140 tournaments, so sheesh. I gotta think about that one after I make this play. So is the crowd right now at least Jackson and at least Josh, and apparently, what's his name?
I think we have Avery in the chat. Assuming I remember his Twitch username correctly. We also have Brian Leva in the chat.
Yeah, every day I still kind of want to like leave the country, but I know that it's not realistic for me to leave. But I think it would be cool because I think that it says a lot that I could go and vote for president and just like Christmas tree everything because I don't care. Because I know it doesn't really matter and we're fucked anyway.
So there are still 2 blanks out there. Joey's doing a pretty good job of closing the board down, though. I'm just trying to think of a good after-hours story that I have.
Oh god, I forgot to think about that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to cross tables and just look at my tournaments list because I don't know. I think that's probably the best way to approach it. Also, anybody who's watching this that's not already signed up for Asheville, I don't care where you live, you need to go to that tournament sometime. There's 95 players signed up. Help us get it to 100 players.
I actually have a pretty good after-hours story for you guys. So we're hanging out after hours at Annette's. What's the name of the place? I've only went to one of the tournaments. I think she had 2 of them before she canceled it. Berkshire's tournament. I was at the Berkshire's tournament, and Evans gets drunk enough that we're playing a game called Things. If I'm sure most of you in the chat know at least a little bit about Things. Brian Joey's also broke, and he still plays tournaments. That's no excuse.
Yeah, Brian. I mean, actually, I don't know. I've kind of splurged a little too much. I've created debt to play Scrabble, but not that much. But yeah, Brian. Like honestly, saying you're broke not to play Scrabble tournaments. I mean, unless you're really busy, get out there and play, man. There's too many tournaments, out there. You should go and have fun.
But yeah, to continue my story, we were playing things, and at some point Evans just got like incredibly drunk, and I forget what the category was, but Evans just wrote down Joel Horn, and the rest was just unreadable. And then Shelly Ubica decided to put him to bed. I made that sound a lot less amusing than it actually was. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that sounds like somewhere where you had to be there. I'm trying to think of an appropriate story for the audience, but if I just knew who was in the audience, I could just say things. But I don't know.
Oh, I
There's like
told you. We have Josh Greenway, we have Brian Leva, and we have Avery. Maybe still
it's just three
Jackson.
now.
Well, that's who's in the chat.
Wait, so there's the chat is separate from
Well, the chat is a
what they can
subset of
hear?
the audience. The people in the chat. The people in the chat are also in the audience, but there are more people in the audience than there are in the chat.
My roommate just called me and I declined him. I hope he doesn't need me. So yeah, I don't see where he could actually bingo on the board anymore. So
Yeah, this board's pretty dead.
actually, my play right now is giving you more of a chance to bingo than if I just play somewhere else. But I'm up so much, and it's so unlikely that you bingo here that 'cause I just don't actually see anything else that scores anything, really. Yeah, well, I don't like L's. I want to get rid of the L. So yeah, I'm looking at my tournament list, trying to think of an appropriate story, even though it probably doesn't even need to be appropriate.
No, you could go on appropriate if you want
Yeah, I'll keep looking. I hope Jackson can hear right now.
to. All right, go for it. Shoot.
No, I still haven't thought of anything.
Come on, that's such a tease.
I'm thinking, but I hope you don't bingo ending in K. I'll be a little bit upset. New 6, I gotta love it. Oh, hey Jackson, how about I tell the after... Jackson, if you can hear me, how about I just tell the after-hour story from the Toronto one day?
I don't know whether or not Jackson can hear you, but go for it.
No, there's no way I'm telling that story.
Stop trolling. Just tell his story. I'm gonna
telling you, man, I'm not
tell the
cool, like, I
story
don't-
with one play.
You know what I'm saying? I go to play Scrabble, I try really hard usually, most of the day, and exhaust my brain, and I eat and fall asleep. Like, I don't do crazy shit after hours. More of the fun I had in Scrabble was when I was worse at it, because I didn't care as much about, like, doing well, because I didn't take it seriously, but, so there's definitely a trade-off. It's not a good thing necessarily, but I think it is better that I'm not terrible anymore.
I would actually disagree. I think I've really improved my play in the past year or so, and I've just been having a blast with all of it. I think that's kind of added to my playing while just having fun with it as well. Like I haven't
Yeah.
I haven't done anything crazy though. I I don't do drugs really, so
Well, I wasn't saying that I like hate being better at Scrabble, but it's a trade-off for sure. Wow.
yeah, I drew the blanks in like 2 turns. Unfortunately, I don't think it matters.
So I take 2 out of 3. Haha.
You got me 2 out of 3. Wow, I really thought the other one was. Yeah, it does score more. I can't read.
So is there some sort of like post-game interview that you were talking about with Josh, or did you already do the interview?
I think we had another question. Worst tournament you've ever been to?
In terms of what aspect?
Just overall, just enjoyability, like results, everything.
Well, results aren't really reasonable
Yeah,
to
it's not
throw
really.
in there.
That's not really
But
the
yeah,
thing.
a
Like the
worst
worst
tournament
tournament
I've
I've
ever
been.
been to, the Houston Open was pretty bad. Like the early bird first place was $80, and then the early bird second place was $70. So it's like whoever designed that distribution, like obviously just doesn't know.
I
But
mean, that's an early
yeah,
bird.
and then the pairings were like really fucked up and just yeah. So from that aspect, that was pretty bad. Yeah, and the tournaments I went to like in 2015, when I was going like to all sorts of places more than 2016, I found it a lot less fun. Like when I was just kind of going places just to say I've been there when I didn't know anybody. So like I didn't have as much fun just because I'm going to play Scrabble and not really knowing people to socialize with. Um, but I don't blame the locals for that. I'm just saying Scrabble is not enjoyable when you don't have friends. Like I always like to go to Lake George, Albany, whatever, because it's like the same people every time, pretty much, and I like those people,
I'm glad you enjoy ours.
except the ones that live in Randolph, New Jersey.
Yeah, we're known to be horrible, horrible people.
Yeah.
So for my answer, well, the obvious answer is just Albany 2000, Albany New Year's 2010. I went 7-14. Ta-da!
Yeah.
That tournament was pretty miserable for me the whole time. Like, I just wasn't having fun. I was burned out by the time the tournament started because I had already played 2 early birds. I set pretty high expectations for myself, and the field was just absurd. Like, it was just all of the best players that you see in Collins and all the best players that you see in TWL. I remember playing Joel Sherman at like 5-9. It was just.
Yeah.
I think when I was like 5 and I think when I was four. I think I was when I was like 5-14. I was playing Kate.
Yeah.
Who somehow had a worse tournament than me. But yeah, that was a lot of bad memories. It was a grand old miserable time.
Yeah, I actually remember that tournament specifically. I was there, I think.
I also had not due to like any fault of your own, but I had a pretty miserable time at your tournament just because I got really sick.
Yeah, I remember
But
that.
that was also a pretty grand old miserable time. I at least had fun like meeting Andy, hanging out with you guys, hanging out with Matt Kanek.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
hope you give it another chance.
yeah, I probably will. I've got to see what my schedule looks like.
I haven't got a venue yet, but I should be doing it, and because of how I handled last year with you and Frank, that offer still stands for you and Frank if you enjoyed staying with Frank, that is. I didn't ask, but I'm assuming you guys are two peas in a pod.
He snores a lot, but
Well, yeah, everyone does,
I
especially.
might just get my own room. But like I always room with Tim, and he hardly ever snores.
Well, if you can get Tim to come, bring him.
I'll try. The thing is, I can't really justify driving that. Like I would have
Yeah, why would you
to
drive?
save money on the flight.
It doesn't save that much money. I mean, you have a job, so you don't really need to cut costs like that.
Yeah, I can only fly to so many tournaments in one year. Like I have, like in order to justify a tournament like that, I just have to weigh the cost. Like
I
with
guess
the
we need to start up.
flights to Atlanta are pretty easy.
I
Like,
just finished my Scrabble games.
all right, I'm gonna end this.
Yeah, there it comes.
Yeah, these games were not the greatest.
He was actually talking about basketball.
Oh sure, but yeah, these were all blowouts.
Yeah. So you want to talk about anything else, or am I good to go?
All right, I actually have one question for you myself. It's in the opposite. What was your favorite tournament ever?
My favorite tournament ever. Is that what? Nah.
It sounded like it.
Benji, you sound like a doctor, apparently. Yeah, I do, yeah.
I don't sound like a doctor. I sound like a middle-aged man.
I guess. But yeah, my favorite tournament ever. God, I honestly have to say Niagara Falls. I had the most fun I've ever had that first time I went to Niagara Falls because I'd never been there. It was like my birthday, and I don't know. I just had so much fun, and I went back obviously last year.
Yeah, our
And
birthdays
I
are really
paid.
close.
You said what?
Our birthdays are very close.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I think
actually
you're
my
like.
birthday last year at Niagara.
Yeah. Yeah, I already paid my entry fee, so I'll be playing Collins there. Once the new year hits, I'm gonna just make a Collins only word book and then study that.
Yeah, if I had to say what my favorite tournament was. Nationals this year was really fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
Albany is just always a blast. If I had to say what my favorite tournament is every year, I would have to say it's Albany. Albany 4th of July. It's just always a blast to see everyone there. And its barbecue is just the greatest.
True.
Um, and Kieran is an amazing director.
I guess.
You know what? Yeah, I might just have to say that 4th of July this year was my favorite tournament ever.
Nice, nice.
Um,
I know. I'm gonna get back to my place, but thanks for the games, and I hope I can play you again sometime.
yeah, thanks for coming on.
Peace.
Take it easy, Joey. Alright, so if you have any other questions for me in the chat, let me know. Otherwise, sorry this stream was a little bit shorter than usual. Joey's a busy person, and just to be honest, he just plays quickly. I think I'm going to head out. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And I hope to see you again on Thursday when I'll be playing Tim in Collins. Bye everyone.